What's up, y'all? Well, the Golden State Warriors are your 2022 NBA champions. Just when we thought that the game was going to take it to Game 7 on Father's Day. Hey, I give the Warriors credit because they came to play. It didn't matter to me who did I want to win between the Celtics and the Warriors. I just wanted to see a good NBA Finals game. So congratulations to the Golden State Warriors. They are your 2022 NBA champions. But in the meantime, I'm back again with another video game review. This is my 6th video game review of 2022. Or 6th, excuse me, I said 5th. We're going to be reviewing Wrestlemania 18 for the Nintendo GameCube. Yes, I'm back reviewing another wrestling game for the first time since February. And this is the 20th anniversary month of Wrestlemania 18. Not the pay-per-view. The 20th anniversary of the pay-per-view was on St. Patrick's Day. This month is the 20th anniversary of the video game Wrestlemania 18, which was last week on the 9th to be exact. Today is what? June 16th, and this will be uploaded on June 17th, which is my birthday. I never uploaded a video game review on my birthday until now. But this is what we're going to be reviewing. Wrestlemania 18 for the Nintendo GameCube. Wrestlemania 18 is a professional wrestling video game based on the pay-per-view of the same name of the World Wrestling Federation, which is now World Wrestling Entertainment. It was developed by Ukes and published by THQ. It was released here in North America on Sunday, June 9th, 2002, 8 days before my 11th birthday. In Japan on Friday, September 6th, 2002, and Europe 3 weeks later on September 27th. Just like any other wrestling game from the Attitude Era, Wrestlemania 18 has a variety of matches such as normal match, hardcore match, ladder match, table match, TLC match, battle royal match, steel cage match, Hell in a Cell, and an Iron Man match. The number of participants can also be chosen in a singles match, a tag team match, handicap, triple threat, fatal four-way, battle royal, and Royal Rumble. Wrestlemania 18's roster has wrestlers from the 2001-2002 roster, mainly towards the end of the Attitude Era and on to the Ruthless Aggression Era. So without looking it up, let me memorize the roster on this game. When I review wrestling games like this, every time I mention the roster of wrestlers that are in games like this, I always start with my two favorites, The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin, because those two were the biggest names of the Attitude Era, and they were obviously fan favorites. So the roster of wrestlers in this game are, we have The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Triple H, Kane, Paul White, aka Big Show, The Undertaker, Kurt Angle, Chris Jericho, the Dudley Boys, the Hardy Boys, Edge and Christian, the APA, Albert and Scotty 2 Hotty, Test, Taz, the Hurricane, Lance Storm, Booker T, RVD, Tachiri, William Regal, Rikishi, Hollywood Hulk Hogan, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, Chris Benoit, Rhino, Raven, Ric Flair, Vince McMahon, Shane McMahon, Trish Stratus, Lita, Stacy Keibler, Jacqueline, and Molly Holly back when she was in her Mighty Molly gimmick. Wrestlers from the WCW, ECW Invasion angle, like Booker T, Rob Van Dam, Stacy Keibler, The Hurricane, and Lance Storm, makes their WWF/WWE video game debut. Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan makes their WWF/WWE video game return since WWF Royal Rumble. And Until WWE 2K15, this was the first and only WWF/WWE game to feature Scott Hall, as he was released from his contract a month before the game was released. They also have a mode called Path of a Champion mode, where you choose which belt do you want to fight for. The WWF Championship, the Intercontinental Championship, the European Championship, the Hardcore Championship, the Tag Team Championship, and the Light Heavyweight Championship. But you got to go through several matches before you can earn your title shot. So the positive of Wrestlemania 18, of course, the roster in this game is stacked. Great wrestlers from the Attitude Era, great soundtrack, especially the character select theme music, a variety of matches, and there's nothing more positive I can say about Wrestlemania 18. Now, there's a few problems. The negative problems that I have about Wrestlemania 18 is that there's several wrestlers that are missing in this game. Oh, another positive thing is that even though the front cover has the WWE logo, you can still see the WWF logo at the main menu and on the title screen. Now, the negative about Wrestlemania 18 is, of course, the roster of some of the wrestlers on this roster are missing. For example, no Eddie Guerrero, but they managed to include Lance Storm. I mean, don't get me wrong, Lance Storm is one of the most underrated wrestlers, but I feel like adding Lance Storm in this game was like so random. Also, there's no Holly Cousins, no Billy Gunn, no Chuck Palumbo, no X-Pac, no Torrie Wilson, no Goldust, no DDP. Where the hell are those guys at? I mean, they were on the roster around the time WrestleMania 18 aired on pay-per-view and when the WrestleMania 18 video game was released. And I don't see none of those wrestlers in here. Also, there's no career mode, no story mode. And also, some of the wrestlers don't have their original music to this game. That's what I really hate, these copyright issues. I really hate that. For example, when this game was in development, the WWE lost the rights to the NWO Rockhouse theme. So instead, they choose some generic rock and roll music as the NWO's entrance music. I mean, it's all right, but it's just not the same. Also, Trish Stratus don't have her entrance music in this game. Booker T don't have his entrance music in this game. And the Hardy Boys don't have their entrance music in this game. And my final 2 cents on WrestleMania 18, you notice that in the America front cover, they have Stone Cold Steve Austin on the front cover. But when the game was released in Japan and Europe, they replaced Stone Cold Steve Austin with The Rock on the front cover. The reason why they replaced Stone Cold Steve Austin with The Rock on the front cover is because Stone Cold Steve Austin, on June 10th, 2002, the day after this game was released, Stone Cold took his ball and quit. He walked out on the company for the second time, which is why they replaced him with The Rock on the front cover of this game. As a matter of fact, hold on, let me show y'all the early cover of this game when the company was still called WWF before it was called WWE. Let me see here. See, this was the original cover of the game when it was in development. when the company was still called World Wrestling Federation, before it was renamed World Wrestling Entertainment. And see right here, this is where they have The Rock replacing Stone Cold in the front cover. I mean, you know I love both Rock and Austin, but I prefer Stone Cold Steve Austin better on the front cover. So WrestleMania 18 to me, it's not really a bad wrestling game, but it's not a good wrestling game either. But hell, I'd rather play this over WWF Raw for the Xbox. And it's a good thing that the NWO is in this game, Rock House theme or not. But sadly, this was the only WWF/WWE game to feature Scott Hall, as he was removed from the next game in the SmackDown series, which I will be reviewing this October, SmackDown Shut Your Mouth. But other than that, there was a sequel that came out a year later, which was WrestleMania 19, which I also have. But I'm not going to review that until its 20th anniversary month next September. 20 years since both the pay-per-view and the video game of WrestleMania 18 came out. So WrestleMania 18 gets a fair rating of a 7 out of 10. So I'm not sure which game I'm going to be reviewing next month, but I will let you know. So I hope you guys enjoyed my review of WrestleMania 18. I guarantee you by the end of this year, this will be in my top 5 favorite video game reviews of 2022. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Y'all have yourselves a good night. Take care. Have a happy Father's Day weekend. And happy birthday to myself and everybody else who shares the same birthday as me. We're definitely going to celebrate together. Wash your hands. Wear your mask. Practice social distancing. Peace.